Good evening, Facebook and YouTube. JDev has returned once again to give you exactly what you want. Of course, that would be more of me giving my thoughts, my opinions, and hopefully some good old fashioned award winning expert analysis on a certain topic subject. I had to come back here and do kind of my final thoughts on last night's episode of The Walking Dead. Of course, that's from season 9, episode 15, The Calm Before. But before I go into those details, number one, obviously, there's going to be potential spoilers. So if you're not caught up with The Walking Dead, this is probably a video you shouldn't watch. So you've been warned. And number two, if you're on YouTube, give this video a thumbs up and a comment. If you're on Facebook, give this video a like and a comment, and that will enter you into a drawing to win any season that you want of The Walking Dead on Blu-ray or DVD. So there's your incentive to participate. So let's have some likes and let's have some comments, or in YouTube's case, thumbs up. All right, so last night's episode of The Walking Dead. What comes, or The Calm Before. What I'm going to do is kind of touch on a few things that were missed in the review or the recap, and kind of my overall thoughts on the Pike deaths, how that affects me as a person and a fan of the show. So the episode, slow episode until the end, was crazy. Few things that you may have missed. So number one, Magna kisses Hunico. A lot of people missed that or weren't paying attention. I love it when women kiss. This is great. Hunico and Magna were a couple in the comic books, and obviously there are a couple on the show. You should have realized that already, but that sealed the deal. Number two, Ezekiel gets everybody, founding members of each group, to sign the charter. So yes, Ezekiel finally gets that. It's like their declaration signed. So that's cool for Ezekiel that he was able to do that. And the third thing, so I was asked why Alpha didn't put Lydia's head on a pike. And the reason why is because Alpha does really love her daughter and is very traumatized by the fact that Lydia is done with her, doesn't want anything to do with her anymore. So I think that's why she kills Henry, and she doesn't want to do that, but she did it because Alpha's evil. But there's a part where Alpha's crying about that right before the pike scene where you see who's on the pike. And then somebody comes up to her and she just slaughters them because she didn't want somebody to see her cry. And of course, there's this other ordeal where Beta is really smart and captures, could have captured some of the founding members of our group, like Daryl, Michonne, Carol, and Hunico. And Beta, you don't want to mess with Beta. He got out of that elevator shaft pretty quickly, and he's already back for more. And you could see Daryl's look like, what the fuck are you still doing alive? You fell all down that elevator shaft. So there's a few things that a lot of people miss. And then, of course, we have the Pike scene straight out of the comic books. In the comic books, it's the same thing. A little bit more people die, but you have to let the group know, or the surviving group, the good people, Rick's side of things, know where they can't cross. They put a border of pikes with heads on them. And they did that in the show. And here's kind of my thoughts on each character. So we'll start with the scene was just crazy. I mean, just so emotional, and the way they did it was just excellent. And the music, it was perfect. So Ozzy and Alec, I liked the Highwaymen, them two guys, but I barely saw any of them, so I don't really care. I mean, the Highwaymen are going to care, the ones that are left, but I don't. It didn't really affect me, unfortunately. I'm not going to cry over it. I wish they would have had a little bit more development, a couple more episodes here and there. I mean, they were in 3 episodes, but their time was probably 5 minutes total, maybe 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, probably 7 or something like that. So I think the Highwaymen should have had a little bit more development. And then you, of course, had the deaths of Rodney and Addie. Again, they were barely featured, so I don't care about them. The only character that's really going to care about them, I think, is Gage. Maybe other members of the Hilltop, but they're teenagers. I don't care. They don't affect me anyway. So I was more shooken up over the Highwaymen. Ozzy, not Alec, but Ozzy. Then there's Frankie. Frankie's one of Negan's wives that we really haven't seen much of. I don't think Frankie's been in this season yet until this episode. I could be wrong on that. It's hard to keep track when they have a bunch of different communities with a bunch of different people. But I obviously, with her lack of appearance, being appearing on the show, I could care less about Frankie at this point in time. I think Eugene would care about her because I believe she's the one that was trying to get Eugene to do things. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Bear with me. I got something in my eye here. Or it's just the light. Ugh. Where was I? So Frankie, yeah. Again, I don't care about Frankie. I'm sure a couple characters will, like Negan, Eugene, if he even cares. I don't know. So that's Frankie. Then we have Tammy Rose. Now, Tammy Rose has actually been in 6 episodes total this season. She's an interesting character. Obviously, Earl is going to be furious about that. You know, he lost his son earlier in the season. Then there's that big time skip, and now he's lost his wife. Tammy, for me, again, she's a character that wasn't in a lot of episodes, so I don't care. I could care less about Tammy Rose. And now we have DJ. DJ hasn't been in the show a lot either, but for some reason I really like DJ, and I really wish he would have had more development as a character. He's kind of like Michonne's bodyguard. I believe he was a savior at one point, and then he joined Alexandria after the time skip, or during the time skip, or whenever it was. But yeah, DJ was good. He didn't have a lot of time on the show, so it's unfortunate. But I think he did about as good as he could do as a character. Negan's going to be upset about that. Maybe Laura, who's a member of the council, who was the savior that said Dwight was turning their back on them, or turning his back on them. And now the 3, impactful deaths. So we have Henry. Older Henry has been in the show since the time skip. So not a lot of time for Henry, that Henry. I liked Henry as a character. A lot of people don't like Henry. I did. I think Henry was an interesting character, and I'm very surprised that Henry is gone. He was supposed to take over a lot of Carl's, stuff from the comic books, and they did a little bit of it here and there. But now there's no more Henry. I really wish they would have swapped out that death for Ezekiel. I think it would have made more sense, but I don't know. But I did like Henry. A lot of people hated him. A lot of people thought he was annoying. And that's their opinion, but I think he was a good character. I wonder what's next for Lydia. What's she going to do? A lot of her story from the comic books now is kind of out of the equation, so that'll be interesting. Obviously, her death, or his death, has an effect on her, Carol, Daryl, Ezekiel, and various others. So it's going to be sad not seeing Henry. Then we have Enid. Now, a lot of people were telling me that these deaths weren't impactful enough. Well, I beg to differ. Enid's been on the show since season 5, episode 14 or 13 at Alexandria when they get there. She's been on the show a long time, and a lot of people liked Enid. I mean, if Maggie finds out about that, she's not going to be happy about it. Me personally, Enid started to grow on me. I knew her days were numbered once Carl died, but, it is what it is. I'm going to miss Enid. I wish they would have kept her around for maybe another season or 2, but I know how it is. You gotta kill some people to kind of create buzz. And then we have Tara. Now, for those of you that didn't know, these 3 major character deaths are all characters people don't like. I hated Tara. I liked Henry and Enid, but Tara's a character I've hated for a while. Tara's been on the show since season 4, episode 6. It was one of the Governor solo episodes. I started to like Tara recently, and it sucks that now she's not going to be on the show anymore. Obviously, I'm sure she'll have some sort of hallucination scene for some character, but I think they should have replaced Tara with Rosita. I really do. Even though Rosita, a lot of people like Rosita, I think Rosita's just gotten annoying, and I don't know. I don't know what her purpose is in the show anymore. This weird love thing that she has with Sadiq, Eugene, and Gabriel. Well, there's nothing with Eugene yet, but I sense that's going to happen. It's just weird. But that death's going to have an impact on a lot of people. Obviously, the whole Hilltop community, they're without a leader at the moment. Maybe Daryl will take that spot over. Who knows? But I'm actually going to miss Tara. So there you have it. There's kind of my recap of the episode. Remember to like the video or thumb it up and leave a comment, and you could get a chance to win one of your favorite seasons of Walking Dead, either on Blu-ray or DVD, and I'll make sure that gets sent to you. Might not be right away, might take a few weeks, but I'll pick a name now. I'll put names in a hat and probably pick a name within a week. So keep that in mind. And obviously, if you have more thoughts or you want to talk more about the episode, definitely leave a comment because it's we need to talk about this. This was a crazy episode and we need some counseling. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. And of course, as always, I'll be back again soon with another one. Peace.